Alright, this is like the 4th time I've tried this. So, we'll just start again. You can obviously tell I'm in my car. Today's been quite busy. I made a trip to DHHR this morning, Department of Health and Human Services, and turned in the paperwork for my roommate's Medicaid, and also I did paperwork to get us heating assistance when they finally open that up. They haven't yet. And applied for food stamps reluctantly. As it stands now, we have about $5 grand left in the bank. So I definitely need to curtail my spending on paints and stuff. But I wanted to discuss what we discussed in therapy, and what my therapist discussed with me, however you want to put it. My therapist, by the way, is very good at calling me out on myself. I really honestly don't think a therapist is worth paying if they can't tell you all about yourself. And you're wasting your time going to therapy if you can't handle it. You know, you need to be able to accept those faults and work on them. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So, anyway, she was telling me about some new things she's actually working on, and it's called intentions. Like, what it is it's related to goals that you have and what your intentions are, and you know, achieving your goals depends on what your real true intentions are. You know, if you have a goal to lose weight, then what's your intention? You know, why do you want to lose weight? Are you vested in that goal? Or are you going to sabotage it? Unconsciously or consciously? So, you know, one of the things that I've struggled with, and I struggle with a lot, I really don't know why, is anger. And in particular, right now, I'm angry at doctors. I'm angry at my roommate because I feel like she's being resistant. You know, and the thing is consciously I know I'm a professional. I'm a social worker. I know that, you know, my roommate should make her own decisions. Absolutely. Self-determination. Absolutely. But I just get so frustrated with her and the doctors when they keep doing all these procedures, they keep doing all these treatments. As the outsider and the person who is not sick, I have a hard time understanding why are they doing this. It seems to be causing more problems and more discomfort than it is relieving. And I think, you know, after therapy today, I think my frustration and anger comes from that it feels like somebody was backing up. Well, no, your car died. Okay. I was going to have to flip the camera around. I think my frustrations and anger are because I feel unconsciously inconvenienced, or I feel impatient, or I feel frustrated, and I believe, and my therapist suggested, that may be what's creating the distance between my roommate and I. Now, I'm not going to say she's not hard to communicate with. She's hard to communicate with. But I am going to say that my intention is to be more compassionate. And I want to be more compassionate because I care about her. I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't want to be where I am, if I didn't care about her. And I have to let go of what I have no control over. And I have to be ready to accept the things that I do have control over and those implications. There's still a possibility that we may have to look at a long-term care facility. I have to go back to work, that's a fact. I can't take care of her and sacrifice myself in the process. In other words, I can't end up homeless, or without a career. I've got to get my life back on track. I've got to get back to work. Those are all very clear and, obvious things. The other thing I have to accept is that these are her decisions. I understand that it is her journey. Yes, I'm there with her and I'm impacted by it, but ultimately she's got to make those choices. So it is my goal and my hope to be more compassionate, more empathetic, less impatient, and just kind of roll with things a little more. And I know I can do that because I do roll with things a lot. So I've just got to get better at that. For my own sanity, if anything, for me, and so that I don't have regret when the day comes and she's gone. I hope to talk to her and get a little bit from her about what she needs from me. She probably won't tell me. Maybe she can't tell me. I don't know. But, all I can do is do my best. And the only thing I have control over is how I regard her. So I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. And I will redirect my anger and turn it into action. And take control of the things I have control over. Get back with you in a couple of days on that, let you know how it goes. I'm actually still driving and have somebody behind me. So I'm gonna just kind of chill. While I'm driving and finishing, I'm almost home now. I will also talk about the importance of taking care of yourself, the importance of other people making connections with you and your partner. So anyway, some friends of mine had an extra ticket for a Melissa Etheridge concert, which took place last night in Ashland, Kentucky. And they split up, actually, is what happened. The two of them split up and one of them didn't want to go. And so they gave me their ticket, gifted it to me. And another friend of ours spent the evening with my roommate, which I think my roommate thoroughly enjoyed because she got a lot of extra attention that I don't give her, which is how I ended up discussing this with my therapist, that I felt guilty because I didn't spend quality time with her. And that's one of the things I bitch about. So that's something I have to work on. Just because, I have all these things to complain about doesn't mean that I can't work on that. But anyway, so the free Melissa Etheridge ticket was rocking. Our friend Kim came and stayed, spent time with the roommate, watched TV with her, that kind of thing. That was great. And it got me thinking about how I regard my roommate, and it got me thinking about my attitude and that I'm emotionally distant. So again, that goes back to the therapy appointment. But the Melissa Etheridge ticket was front row. Not exactly center, but you know, front row, more or less center stage. And it just rocked. It was so freaking cool. It was a 2-hour-long concert. That woman sang until she was hoarse. And it was amazing. And it was so cool to get to do something with my friends. It was cool to socialize. It was refreshing. And that's actually one of the things I've spoken about in my vlogs previously is, you know, when there's a lack of socialization and you're both isolated, it is so freaking difficult. And that's one of the sources of anger. And I know she's hurt and depressed, you know, and so I'm glad she got to spend time with somebody other than my ugly face. And I'm glad that, you know, I got to spend time with friends. And, you know, it was awesome. And if you ever have the opportunity to sit center row, front row at a Melissa Etheridge concert, or any concert for that matter, take it, because it rocked. So that will be the end of this vlog. You all have a blessed day, and God bless you. Bye.